Hello everyone, welcome to Daily English Journey. This channel is created to help you learn English through simple, emotional, and real-life stories. If you want to speak English more naturally and confidently, you are in the right place. Today, I want to share a beautiful and meaningful story with you. This story is about a young woman who travels alone to Japan for the first time. She feels excited, scared, lost, but in the end, she discovers the power of kindness. I will tell this story slowly, sentence by sentence. You can pause the audio after each sentence and repeat after me. This is called the shadowing technique. It helps your brain think in English and improves your pronunciation. Now, relax, take a deep breath, and let's begin the story. My name is Emma Wilson, and this is the story of my first journey to Japan. Since I was a child, I dreamed about visiting Japan. I loved Japanese culture, food, and the quiet beauty I saw in pictures. Last month, my dream finally came true. I booked a flight to Tokyo. When I held my ticket in my hands, my heart was beating fast. I was excited, but also very nervous. This was my first time traveling alone to another country. It was also my first time in Asia. I did not speak Japanese at all, and I did not know a single person there. The flight was very long, almost 14 hours in the air. I watched movies, listened to music, and tried to sleep, but my mind was full of thoughts. What if I get lost? What if I can't communicate? What if something goes wrong? Finally, the plane landed in Tokyo. The airport was huge and very busy. People were walking fast in every direction. Everything looked clean, modern, and different from my country. I collected my suitcase and followed the signs to the train station. I needed to take a train to my hotel. When I reached the station, I stopped and looked at the map. It was full of colors and lines. Red lines, green lines, blue lines. I felt confused. I stood there for a long time, trying to understand the map. Finally, I used a ticket machine. I was lucky because it had an English option. I bought a ticket and got on a train. The train was very quiet. People were sitting silently, looking at their phones or reading. After about 30 minutes, I got off the train. I looked around. Something felt wrong. This place did not look like the area near my hotel. I checked my phone map. My heart dropped. I was in the wrong place. I took the wrong train. I walked up and down the station, trying to find help. I asked a man, but he didn't understand English. I asked a woman, but she only smiled politely and walked away. Then I looked at my phone. The battery was low. 20%, 10%, 5%. I tried to save power, but I needed the map. Suddenly, my phone turned off. It was dead. Now I was truly lost. I had no map, no internet, no way to contact anyone. I sat down on a bench and felt my eyes fill with tears. I tried to stay calm, but fear slowly entered my heart. Then I noticed something next to me, a black handbag. It was lying alone on the bench. I looked around. No one was there. Someone had lost this bag. I knew I couldn't ignore it. Keeping it would be wrong. I carefully opened the bag. Inside, there was a wallet and an ID card. The writing was in Japanese. I couldn't read it. There was also a phone. Suddenly, the phone started ringing. My heart jumped. I answered it. "Hello?" I said softly. A woman started speaking very fast in Japanese. Her voice sounded worried and emotional. "I'm sorry, I don't speak Japanese. I found your bag." She kept talking, and I felt helpless. The call ended. I didn't know what to do next. Then I saw a police officer near the entrance. I felt hope again. I walked to him and asked, "Excuse me, do you speak English?" "Yes, a little," he replied. I explained everything and gave him the bag. He looked at the ID card and nodded. The phone rang again. This time, the officer answered it. After a short call, he smiled. "The owner is coming. She will be here soon." A few minutes later, an older woman arrived. She looked tired and worried. When she saw her bag, her face changed. She looked so relieved. She held my hands and spoke in Japanese. I didn't understand her words, but I understood her feelings. She was thankful. Then she noticed my sad face. The officer explained that I was lost and my phone had died. The woman immediately wanted to help. She called someone, her grandson. 10 minutes later, a young man arrived. His name was Ken. He spoke English well. He helped me charge my phone, find my hotel, and even showed me around the city that night. We ate ramen, we walked through bright streets, we laughed and talked. That night, I realized something important. Getting lost was scary, but kindness turned fear into something beautiful. Japan welcomed me with warmth, and I fell asleep that night with a smile on my face.